If you've been struggling to lose your gut, I want you to listen up. I know you've tried every diet under the sun and you're even doing some workouts and getting your steps in. Get it out of your head that you're broken, because that is not the case. The reality is there's more than likely 1, 2, or 3 things that I'm about to share with you that you are doing. And once you fix those things, you will not just see your gut start to get smaller, it will ultimately go away and finally stay away for good. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Coach Achidi, and I'm both your personal trainer and food educator, and my entire purpose is to provide you with a simple path that gets you healthy, that is sustainable enough to keep you healthy. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my uploads each and every week. I post new videos on Sundays and Wednesdays. So let's talk about the 3 things that are holding you back from losing your gut and keeping it off for good. Your first fix is simply slowing the hell down when you eat. The fact that we eat too damn fast is the biggest reason why we eat too damn much. The reason for this is that it takes about 20 minutes or so for the signals from our body to travel to our brain that tell us that, hey, we've eaten enough, we can stop. But if we are literally inhaling our food as fast as possible, eating like we're trying to beat the clock or beat whomever we are eating with, then we don't really get to appreciate those signals in time. We simply finish our plate, we're like, hey, I can still eat some more, and we get a second or even a third or fourth. So to stop this process, all it takes is slowing down the eating process. And here are a few things that are helping myself and my wife eat slower. First thing that we do, after we put our bite of food into our mouth, we put our fork and our knife down on our plate. This makes it so we are not just trying to shovel more food in as soon as there's a little bit of space within our mouth. While our fork and our knife are on the plate, we're chewing thoroughly, like 15 times each. That makes sure the food is very easy to swallow, and sometimes I've been known to choke on my food from eating too fast, so when I chew enough, I'm not going to choke on my food. And then after we finish chewing, we drink some water that clears everything out, and that occupies a little more time. And having water in your stomach adds a little bit of volume with no calories, so you eat a little bit less too. You do those 3 things, you're going to be eating slower, taking about 20 minutes instead of the usual 5. And when you eat slower, you can appreciate getting more full. You can be enjoying the company that you are sitting with, or really enjoying the flavors of your food. And that is it. Slow it down. You're going to eat less. You're going to have a smaller gut. You're going to be healthier and finally happier. The second way you are sabotaging yourself is you're overdoing it on the weekends. I totally understand you're spending Monday through Friday eating well, moving well, and possibly even hitting a workout. Keep doing all of that. That is what's going to work. But then when the weekend comes, a switch is flipped and you believe you deserve to eat whatever you want, not worry about it because you work so hard during the week, so you should have a cheat day or days over the weekend. The unfortunate reality is, those 2 days of eating whatever you want and barely moving are more than enough calories to undo all your hard work that you did on those previous 5. And also, when you do the math, 5 days of doing what you're supposed to do out of a 7-day week is doing the right thing 70% of the time. And that is a C- grade. You cannot expect to have an A student's results when you put in a C- student's level of effort. So in order to change this, you're not going to avoid having any fun over the weekends, because that's even worse. I don't recommend doing that. We just need to add a little bit of self-control and planning around the weekend. Instead of having cheat days, have 1 or 2 things that you enjoy over the weekend. You can pick a dinner or a brunch or something that's going to be your main thing, and then that is it. So that's the plan and self-control that holds you around that plan. And then also, instead of just sitting on your butt the whole weekend, try to be active. At least go for walks, at least play with your kids, at least find some kind of activity you enjoy that has you moving around. Because when you undermove and you overeat on the weekends, you cannot expect your gut to go away. It doesn't matter how hard you work Monday through Friday if you're destroying your progress on Saturday and Sunday. Let's add a little bit of structure and a little bit of self-control to our weekends. That is all it takes to stop self-sabotaging and to finally start seeing our gut go away for good. The third and final way that you are dropping the ball when it comes to fat loss is you're simply not lifting weights, or if you are lifting weights, you're not doing it consistently enough. You might be doing some cardio and getting your steps in, and both of those things need to still happen. But if you are never lifting weights, or you're doing them at random with random workouts you find online, or you drop into like a HIIT class or something like that, it's not an effective way to build muscle. The reason that we all need to build muscle, especially when we're trying to lose fat, is muscle speeds up our metabolism. And when our metabolism is moving as fast as it can, we can easily get rid of fat and keep it off of our body. But when we're just relying on doing some cardio and walking, we have to walk a ton. We have to do a ton of cardio. And on top of that, we barely get to eat anything at all. And that strategy has a short shelf life. So let's start strength training. It's very easy to start strength training and seeing results. You simply need to start committing to it 2 or 3 times a week. And your workouts aren't going to be long. They're going to be short and simple. They focus on the biggest muscles of the body, in the legs, the chest, and the back. And when you use the basic movements like squats, lunges, deadlifts, rowing, and even pressing, that's all it takes to build more muscle on your frame, to speed up your metabolism, and to ultimately lose fat and keep it off of your body. Cardio and walking are awesome. Please keep doing them as part of your program. They shouldn't be the only part of your program that you do. At the end of the day, muscle is what's going to move the needle on your fat loss. So let's start making a plan on strength training 2 to 3 times a week, and that will help us on our way to losing fat and keeping it off for good. None of this is about being perfect. All of it is about being consistent. When you take the time to look at what you're doing and fix these 3 behaviors, not only will you see your gut start to shrink, it will go away and finally stay away for good. So let's start slowing down when we eat so we are eating less and feeling more full. Let's also work on having a plan for our weekend that includes self-control, because we don't need to make it an indulgent free-for-all, but instead have more structure and organization on how we treat ourselves without destroying our progress. And the third thing that is really going to help you make the most fat loss is starting to strength train 2 to 3 times a week. More muscle means a faster metabolism, and that means you lose fat quicker and it stays away for longer. These are all it takes to shrink your gut and keep it away for good. And if you need more help beyond this video, I have a free guide that I want to send to you. You have 2 that you can choose from. One is a beginner's guide to meal prepping and nutrition, and the other one is a 30-day strength training blueprint for beginners. Head down to the video description and tap where it says get your free guide. That's where you'll select the one you want, and I'll get it out to you. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end of the video. Put your questions down in the comments below and let me know what you found you are doing to self-sabotage your gut going away, and I'll help you find a better path to more success. In just a moment, you're going to see a preview for another video on my channel. Give it a watch, because I promise you it's going to teach you more health education using common sense and avoiding any BS or misinformation. Have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.